Okay, realization number one, the immediate payoff. This is the one that hits you like the moment your new PC boots up for the first time. It's this awesome feeling of just pure validation. You're looking at the specs of your brand new chip, and then you kind of glance over at what the competition offers at that same price point. And that's when it just clicks. You've got more cores, more threads for the same amount of cash. I mean, that's the heart of Ryzen's whole appeal, right? It's all thanks to that clever chiplet design they pioneered. It's just that pure bang for your buck feeling. You immediately know you've made a smart move, especially if you're someone who loves to game, but also, does some video editing or streaming on the side. All right, on to realization number two, seamless productivity. So, what do all those extra cores and threads actually do for you in the real world? Let's talk about that. All of a sudden, you feel like you can multitask like an absolute pro. Things that used to make your old system chug, like editing videos while something's rendering in the background, or live streaming your gameplay, it all just feels buttery smooth. You can even swap between heavy apps without that annoying lag. That, right there, is the magic of great multi-threaded performance. Now, realization number three is a bit different. It's called the quiet efficiency, and it's not something you see on a benchmark chart. It's something you hear, or actually what you don't hear. Modern Ryzen CPUs are just incredibly efficient. They manage to deliver amazing performance without turning your PC case into a small space heater. And what does that mean for you? Well, it means your fans don't have to spin up like a jet engine all the time, so you get a quieter system and more consistent performance because the chip isn't constantly trying to cool itself down. And here we go, realization number four, a new kind of smooth gaming. This is the one I know a lot of you have been waiting for. For a long, long time, Intel was seen as the undisputed king of gaming performance. But believe me, that game has seriously changed. Look, it's not just about chasing the absolute highest number on an FPS counter. It's about how the game feels when you're actually playing it. And with Ryzen, especially those X3D chips with that massive L3 cache, which you can kind of think of as a giant, super fast waiting room for game data, the experience is just incredibly smooth. You notice fewer of those annoying stutters and frame drops, just a much more consistent, fluid experience. Let's move on to realization number five, which is all about the bigger picture. This is when you stop thinking about your PC as just a purchase for today and start seeing it as an investment for the future. Okay, this is huge. AMD's commitment to supporting their motherboard sockets for a long time is a total game changer. I mean, just look at the AM4 platform. It lasted for years. This means down the road, maybe in a couple of years, you can just pop in a new, faster CPU without having to rip out your motherboard and basically rebuild your entire system. That is a smart, wallet-friendly, long-term play. All right, realization number six, the personal comparison. This is that moment when you stop just watching reviews online and you start listening to your own machine. You start running your own benchmarks, you fire up your favorite games, and you just see for yourself what it can do. And that performance gap that everyone on the internet argues about, you realize it's really not as dramatic as you thought. You've got an absolute beast of a machine right in front of you, and now you have your own firsthand experience to prove it. And that brings us to our final point. Realization number seven, a stronger ecosystem. This is when you realize you didn't just buy a piece of silicon. You kind of joined a community. Whether you're looking for detailed guides on how to tune your memory, you need some troubleshooting help on a forum, or you're just looking for the latest BIOS update, there's just a ton of resources out there. It's a really supportive ecosystem that's there to help you squeeze every last drop of performance out of your rig, and it makes you feel like you're part of something. So, what's the final verdict? After you built the PC and lived with it, what's the takeaway? Let's quickly run through those 7 realizations one more time. So the big question is Ryzen the right choice for you? Well, when you look at the whole experience, it really depends on what you value. When you add it all up, you realize you got fantastic value for your money. You got a multitasking powerhouse. You got a system that runs cool and quiet. Your gaming experience is super smooth, and you're on a platform with a clear, long-term upgrade path. It's a really compelling package. Because at the end of the day, the best choice isn't just about winning a benchmark on a spreadsheet. It's about how your computer feels in response to you every single day. And for a lot of people, choosing Ryzen just feels right. Hey, if you enjoyed this little walkthrough of the Ryzen experience, do us a favor and subscribe for more explainers just like this one. Thanks so much for hanging out, and happy building.